afternoon, Jackie. How are you today?
Hey Lauren, good. How are you?
Good, thank you. So pretty much you're here today because we have a goal of wanting to lose some weight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to explain my role as a fitness professional. So pretty much I can give you a generalised and evidence-based information or advice, but I can't really go into too much depth just due to my qualifications. If there's something like meal plans and stuff that you would need, I'd have to refer you to a dietitian or a nutritionist.
Yeah.
So just want to let you know that.
Thanks for clarifying.
No worries. Do I have your consent to move forward?
You do.
Amazing. Okay. First things first is we're going to complete the APSS, which is the adult pre-exercise screening, just to make sure that you haven't got any medical conditions or anything that's going to stop you from exercising and whatnot. So I'll just grab your date of birth.
17th of the 1st,
Oh, there we go.
1989.
Perfect. And gender?
Female.
Perfect. Just gotta ask. Okay. So has your medical practitioner ever told you that you have a heart condition or suffered a stroke?
No.
Great. Do you ever experience unexplained pains or discomfort in your chest at rest or during physical activity?
No.
Do you ever feel faint, dizzy, or lose balance during physical activity?
No.
Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention at any time over the last 12 months?
No.
Do you have diabetes? Do you have trouble controlling your blood sugar in the last 3 months?
No.
And do you have any other conditions that may require special consideration?
No.
Amazing. So we're just going to quickly go through like what your typical week would look like with exercise. So how often do you think that you would exercise at a light, moderate and vigorous or / high?
Right.
Yeah.
I think moderate intensity 2 to 3 times a week.
Yep.
So that would be an hour class.
Yep.
Either conditioning or a strength conditioning component.
Yep.
And then outside of that, I mean, I have a job where I don't sit still, so I'd probably do a lot of incidental movement.
Yep.
Where I'm up moving, mowing the lawns, housework,
Yep.
but not planned activity.
Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. Well, we'll go with, you like focus on the physical activity. We could probably maybe say like what you're doing, like that you're not really tracking, like as you said, mowing the lawn.
Lawns.
Could be like a light sort of
And I was
anything.
pretty moderate today.
Probably out in the heat, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, we can add maybe some like minutes onto that. So maybe we'll go like 70 minutes a week or something like that. Do you do any light, like any walking or anything like that?
Occasionally, maybe once a fortnight,
Okay.
an hour walk.
Okay.
But it's light because it's with a pram.
Yeah.
Slow.
Sweet. So we'll go 130 minutes then. Okay, and then now I have to do the math, which my phone is there.
Yeah. You can use mine.
Thank you. Total minutes of light, moderate.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I don't even know how to do this. 30 plus 70, that's an easy add up. That's 100. Cool, okay. So
Right,
we
you clarified it.
yeah. So about 100 minutes of exercise a week. And your total, if your total is less than 150 per week, at a light and moderate intensity is recommended. So we could always up that a little bit if losing weight is your goal.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just get you to sign that.
Yeah.
You probably have to just write it.
Oh, sure.
I don't know how to do that.
That's okay. 24. Oops.
Perfect. Cool. That's that. All right. So now we're just going to go through this little table here. So we're just going to go through this, get your height, weight, and all those types of things, just so we can get some numbers and see sort of where we're at and where we need to go.
Yep.
All right. So how old are you?
36.
36. And how tall are you?
Say heels against the wall.
Heels against the wall.
Chin up. Head up.
Chin up, head back, up to there. Oh. Yeah, 165.
Awesome.
Great. Come and sit back down.
I haven't shrunk.
We'll jump on the scales over
Yep.
here. So just,
Shoes on or off?
we'll go shoes off
Shoes off. Okay.
and popping your feet on the metal plates. Oh, 58.7. Great. Cool.
You should have just said 60. Put my shoes back on.
If you would like to, if you're happy to leave them off, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, we're just going to measure your waist.
Yeah.
And your hip.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you need to demonstrate that or?
We'll just do it close up.
Yeah.
Waist, yeah, that's fine. What's that? 73.
My feet together, my hips, or
I don't think that makes any
Wider.
wider.
sorry.
You're fine. And 93.
Yeah.
Did I say 73?
73. Yep. 93. Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
Um,
Got it. Oh, he got it.
we're saying 165 and 50 there.
You'll have an invalid. Enter a vet. Can you not put a pointer? Round it up.
21.3, which is classified as ideal. So that's great for you.
I think I've just noticed though since having a baby, like
Yeah.
I'm carrying more around my abdomen
Okay.
area. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a room for improvement. for
Yeah.
me, yeah.
No worries.
Versus before having a baby.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not looking. Okay. Did I say 21? Good remembering. So ideal.
So I think toning and strengthening
Yep.
are good goals for me.
Yep. Amazing. We can definitely look into that further. Can you open it for me?
Yeah.
Thanks. We're just going to look at your waist to hip ratio now. So we're just going to do 73 divided 93, which is 0.78, which is great. That anything above 1.0 would just indicate maybe any
Additional visceral fat, around the stomach.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cut so much of this. The words just
Do you need
lose.
a bloopers reel?
Oh my
Send it to
god.
me. No, that's good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
you're right. What was it?
indicates a higher risk.
Higher risk.
Okay. So 73 divided by 93 is 0.78. So that's a good score.
Yeah.
If anything above 1.0 would just indicate a higher risk of any metabolic diseases or just holding extra fat there could cause some problems
Other
later down the
conditions.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Write that later. Alright, so your body composition goals, what does that look like for you? And do you have any like, not just in the gym, but like nutrition based as well?
I think from a training perspective,
Yeah.
strengthening my lower body, so I feel like my upper body's stronger than
Yeah.
my lower body.
Yeah.
I think improving my core strength, again since having a baby, and just feeling more toned than
Yeah.
I am. So probably increasing my muscle mass slightly
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah.
fit
So
those
we can
goals.
definitely like work in both of those things, like
Yeah.
lowering body fat.
Yeah.
Obviously not by too much
Yeah.
because the BMI says itself there, but it could just be like a kilo that
Yeah.
makes all the difference,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yep.
Cool. And nutrition.
Yep.
Is there anything that you're like, I really need help with, or do you think it's just kind of dialing it in, like the basics?
I think I definitely need to increase my vegetable intake.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I don't have enough of.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes being a busy mum, working, it's just consciously eating. So particularly before training, or I get so caught up in what I'm doing, I forget.
So we can look at like scheduling in some meals sort of thing.
Because then I feel like I probably get more out of my training. How do I be better fueled?
Absolutely, that definitely makes a massive difference. Cool. And that should help like with burning as well, because you'll have something to burn in class or whatever it is the program is. Okay, are you on any medications?
Nothing.
Amazing. And do you have any injuries or anything like that?
No.
And you're all good to exercise from our APSS. Yes, you can. Do you have any barriers to exercise? Like, is there anything that you're just like?
It's just sometimes childcare for me.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of committing, it's like factored in time to do it.
Sure. So just
prioritizing time to do it.
Time. And pretty much just working around
schedules,
baby and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any exercise preferences? So is there anything that you absolutely would like is more motivating for you to do? Like, is there certain types of exercise? Obviously, working on lower body is a goal. So is there anything like lower body that you're like, yep, I love doing that and I hate doing that? I don't want to give you something that you're not going to be motivated to come in and do.
I don't favour the barbell.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm not strong in it.
Yeah.
But I don't also feel like I want to lift heavy weights.
Yeah.
I just want to lift appropriate weights with good technique.
Yes.
To maintain longevity.
Cool.
That would be a good goal for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can always too, when it comes to like building strength, you don't always have to max out and lift heavy. You can always go lighter and still go to failure. It just means more reps, more sets. And progressive overloading that way. So we could definitely work on when I get a program for you. I'll definitely factor that in. So that way you're not thinking, oh, I have to lift super heavy.
Yeah. Because I feel like being mum, and obviously working, I just want to ensure when I lift my daughter, I'm engaging the right muscles, so I'm not compensating.
Yeah, well, what we do in the gym is supposed to complement. Outside. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Just confirm client records are being maintained, developed, document ongoing effectiveness of programming. So everything is stored safely on my laptop. It doesn't go anywhere. I will always ask you for permission if I do need to pass on any information, but you don't have any health concerns and I don't need to refer you to anyone, so I won't need to do that. And for programming, I will pop down on a program card, I'll fill it all out for you, and then we can sit down and have a chat about it and go through it in person and take you through what it looks like, and then we'll schedule in when you can kind of get in, and we'll try and work out what a week looks like for you.
Sounds good.
Cool. So we're just going to move on to the dietary habits questionnaire, which is something where we just have a look at servings and how much you would have of each different food groups. We've got the 5 food groups. You've got your vegetables, your fruit, fruits, breads, dairy and meat. So we're just going to look at per day how many serves you would have, and we would compare it to what the guidelines are on the Eat for Health website. So dietary goals. So
increase veggies.
We can also come back to that after we've had a look at what you are eating in a day, sort of thing. But you don't have any dietary requirements, like you don't have allergies or anything like that. Awesome. So how many veggies would you say that you'd eat per day? So 1 serve of vegetables would be about half a cup of cooked vegetables, half a cup of lentils or chickpeas, or 1 cup of salad.
I reckon I have 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's alright. just one below.
I don't know, I could maybe say 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. So somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
Yeah.
1 to 2.
Alright. Well, I'll tick both just as we're in between.
Yeah.
Fruit. So a fruit serve looks like 1 medium apple, banana, or orange, or 1 cup of diced or canned fruit.
I reckon I have 1 a day. Sometimes 2, but I put 1 mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And breads or cereals?
Yeah. I reckon I have it at each meal time, some sort of like starch.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 plus a snack or 2. I reckon 4 or 5 I'd have a day.
Okay.
Yeah. Including crackers and that stuff.
Yeah. Easy sort of to snack on.
Yeah.
As you said, you don't really have a
Planned snacks.
Yeah. And dairy.
2, I reckon I have a day.
2.
Yeah.
And meat or alternatives, so like your tofu comes into that as well.
I reckon 2. Definitely lunch and dinner.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. And going to our discretionary choices, I can never say that word.
Yeah.
So like your lollies, ice cream. If you have a look down here, you've got like what a serving would look like. Yeah. What do you reckon you would have in a day? Oh no, this one's per week. Sorry.
Oh, per week. Oh. I reckon 2 a day. So probably. I'd say 1 a day. Probably 1 a day, because some days maybe I don't.
Yeah.
So 7. I'd say 7.
Yeah. That's like, girl, I feel ya. I feel ya. So if we look at, this is like your, how many serves we should be eating ideally.
Yeah.
But women here aged 19 to 50, so that's the category you'd be in. So our vegetables is at 5, so we could probably, as you said, increase that a little bit.
Yeah.
Fruit is 2, so we can like slightly go up there as well.
Yeah.
So grains and like your cereal and bread is 6, so I think you're pretty close to that one.
Yeah.
We've got 2.5 for your meat, which is great, and dairy was 2.5, which I think you said
At 2.
About 2,
2 a day. Yeah.
and then obviously our discretionary foods is 0 to 2.5
Per day? Is
that? I'm just trying to.
Yeah, it's per day.
That one's per day.
Yeah.
So also not terrible.
Yeah.
Alright, so don't think, oh my god, when you put the numbers together, oh wow, I wouldn't stress.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can always pull
Reduce
back
it.
on it
Yeah.
to
substitute some of the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I reckon like our biggest thing, like to strategize, like would probably just be like documentation. I think like just being able to visually see what you do, even if it's just quickly on your phone in notes, just like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack.
Yeah.
It can be super brief, like I'm not talking track your calories or anything like that, just like what it is you've eaten, and then you can like go back to this website and be like, oh, okay, I did good this day, I did do that day, and then maybe just like scheduling in when to eat around work and being a busy mom and things like that, just maybe having that on-the-go snack, which might be a serving of vegetables instead of like, or with your crackers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that could be some things you think like you'd be able to sort of jump on something like that.
I think taking photos of it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And track it that way, and like you said, compare it, because I'm just using off the top of my head.
Yes.
Some things might look different, but I think for me it's like planning. Plan ahead and
being
pre-pack, organize stuff.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm going from work to the gym, having stuff with me.
Yeah. 100%. So we're just gonna like document our food, and then we can maybe do that for a couple of weeks and see where we're at. And what did I else say? Document food.
Plan snacks.
Your snacks, because like your meals are there.
Yeah, I do a lot of bulk cooking.
Yeah.
So I feel like the meals are there. It's probably just the in-between.
Sometimes even just like, I find just adding a piece of fruit with that meal helps me get my fruit up, or your like veggies, just adding an extra veggie in, so like thinking of the colours and things like that. And then getting a nice fuel workout snack. So like rice cakes.
Like I'd probably choose something a bit, like I'd probably have like a muesli bar.
Yeah.
Something a little bit more.
Yeah, you can add on to that. Like you could have that with a banana and maybe like rice cakes and peanut butter or something.
Yeah.
Obviously, quick carbs will be better before working out, but just to help you kind of get going, and then
Awesome.
So we don't need a referral, I think, just yet. Anyway, I think like maybe we see how we go, and then if you wanted to dive a little deeper, then we could send you that direction.
Yeah.
Cool. My name is Lauren. Okay, I will just increase veggies, document food, plan snacks. So, some recommendations and stuff on how we can like modify your behaviors, I suppose, is just like, again, I think visually being able to see where things are happening helps you be able to make that change. I know it does for me. I'm a visual learner sort of thing. I can't just keep it in my head. And then there's some resources and things we can look at. Eat for Health, the website, has all the 5 food groups that'll tell you all the groups, what's in those groups. So that could also give you some more ideas on snacks and lunch and things like that. That also, same website has like how to read food labels. If you find that confusing, it'll tell you what's in it. It tells you kind of how to read it, the fats, sugars, and ingredients, I suppose. What else? We've got on the same website resources for learning how to cook. If I feel like you know how to cook, but they might just have some extra
recipes.
Yeah, might have some recipes and things.
Always helpful.
Yeah, and then Australian Institute of Food Safety. Of food. Yeah, just on how to like prepare and store things as well. So if you are bulk cooking things, it might just tell you a safer way to store it, keep it in there for longer.
Don't eat it after too many days.
Yeah, little things like that. So there's definitely some like apps on your phone and things too that you can help to track your food. Otherwise, just either photos or journals or notes, whatever works for you. Find something that works, and that'll be what sticks. I think. You can give all these things to use, but if it doesn't work or fit in with your life, probably won't stick. And we want it to stick. Cool. So pretty much overall results are. We want to lose like minimal fat because there's obviously not a whole heap there, but we want to get stronger in our lower body and just try and get that core nice and strong as well. So I will design a program catering for that.
Great.
And then we'll be able to get going. So do you have any other questions?
No, you've been very helpful.
Great. Well, I'm excited. You're going to do great, and I can't wait to see what the next few weeks holds.
Thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's great.